Hello Vine Church, Pastor Brandon here. Hope you're having a good start to your week. It's a little crazy to think that we're already into the month of August, just into our last month of the summer. It's been a busy last 4 or 5 months trying to figure everything out and just how life is working right now. I'm just grateful to you as a church, grateful to our God of just how He's continued to walk us through this season. He's been very faithful to us, and I think something I've been thinking about recently is just all the things that we're going to learn and that I'm learning and that we as a church are learning through this season. There's been a couple things on my mind that I want to just share as kind of maybe hopefully an encouragement and a challenge in this season. Is God's kind of put 2 words on my mind that I'm praying about and thinking through, and it's the idea of unity and patience. And I think patience is a key one. Like in this season, there's so many things that are outside of our control, and so much of what we want to change and get back to any kind of normalcy of life, it looks like it's going to be quite a bit of time before we get to some of those. And so it just demands a tremendous amount of patience on our part. The idea of long suffering in a long season and being patient. And I think that's just one of those things that the Lord is going to increase and build in us during this season. And so just want to encourage you in that to look for God to develop that characteristic in us in this season. Also the idea of unity. We're not all going to agree on how things should be done, how much we should be hunkering down in our homes, how much we should be getting out, working, doing whatever else. There's going to be a lot of disagreements, and there has been, but I'm just really hoping that God creates a unity in His church and in our area and in our state and in our world. Just the idea of unity. How do you unify together even though you disagree with one another? And of course, for the church, the unity we have is around our shared relationship with Jesus Christ. And we can differ on some other things, but we're united together in our relationship with Jesus. So hopefully those 2 words, just maybe a word of challenge, word of encouragement. Hopefully you just think through those things during this season. Unity and patience. Want to just continue to inform you in an announcement way, just let you know about our services we have going on. We have 2 services taking place each Sunday, one at 9 o'clock, which is our live face-to-face. If you want to be a part of that service, you have to register ahead of time for that. Also, we have an 11 o'clock Zoom service. We've had good groups of people that are jumping in on each one of those services, and we want to try to serve you exactly where you're at during this season. And so I want to encourage you to continue to worship with us in whatever way works best for you. Also, as an announcement, I want to throw out just an encouragement to keep praying for the racial tensions that we see in our world. I know that there's a group in our church. We're kind of a racial reconciliation group that we're kind of just meeting together on an every other week basis. We're praying together. And the main thing we're doing right now is educating ourselves, learning from one another and the different things each one of us are studying. And so we look forward to how that's going to play out in our church, how we can kind of help each other learn and grow in this area, and see what we can do to kind of put a slow or stop to as much racism as possible. Of course, this side of Jesus' return is never going to end, but we do want to do as much as we can to help that as a means of also sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ with people. So continue to pray for that group in our church. One announcement I do want to give out, just want to make sure you're aware, men specifically, of the men's breakfast that we have going on this Saturday. So Saturday at 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. we're going to have a men's breakfast at the church. We're not doing it there physically, we're still doing it through Zoom, but you can make a breakfast at your house, jump on Zoom with us at 8 o'clock. We'd love to have you join us. It'll just be a great time to get together and study the Bible, pray together, so it should be a good time. So hopefully have a good week, and I'll see you this Sunday.